Welcome to Subramani, and so let me tell you why if you buy things at a younger age, uh, you will have less money to invest, right? This is very clear because there is something called an opportunity cost. The opportunity cost of spending 200 rupees on a coffee in Starbucks versus in saving that money and investing at a later stage, or whatever. Everything that you spend has an opportunity cost in terms of what you can do other than spending the money. I am not for a minute saying don't spend money, but understand what you are doing, right? So all the things that you buy, you think you're spending money. Wrong, you're spending time. So I have done a post saying time is money, which is very true, because when you're exchanging money, you are actually giving your time. So if you look at a house and you say this house is going to cost me 12 years of work, ask yourself, do you want that house with 12 years of work? Because the price of real estate in India is still very high compared to your income. It is not 3 years CTC as it is in the US, right? It is 5 years, 6 years CTC for many people, for some people more than that, and they have to borrow from friends and relatives apart from going to a mortgage company. So see the circumstances under which you are buying things. It's not wrong to buy a, let's say, a 4.5 lakh rupee new mirrorless camera, right? So camera photography example is what I'm more likely to give. Now 4.5 lakhs for many people can be, maybe 1 year's annual income. So it's not going to be very easy. And the fact that if you give up 4.5 lakhs for a camera, chances are, if you're 30 years of age, chances are you postponed your retirement maybe by at least 1 year, right? Or if you take the power of compounding, maybe by 2 years. So the question to ask is, do you want to put 1 year's effort at buying that camera? If you're very rich and you're earning about, say, 10 lakhs a month, then 4.5 lakhs looks like, well, it is 10 days income, right? Then it doesn't really matter. So always, whenever you're spending on things, translate that into how many hours effort, how many minutes effort, how many days effort, and how many years effort. The minute you keep doing that, then you will realize that, oh my God, am I willing to exchange this? Am I willing to suffer this boss? Am I willing to slog my butt out just for this, right? So everything, right from a 200 rupee coffee to a 4.5 lakh rupee camera, everything has an opportunity cost which we should not ignore and not miss out, because what you are doing is you're trading with time, right? So you can use a laptop for 5-6 years, you can use a car for 10-11 years, you could live without a car today. If you are in a city where Ola and Uber are available or other public transport is available, Mumbai for example does not demand that you have a car, and translate that car into how many years effort. So if it's a 10 lakh rupee car with the borrowed money, which means about 12 lakhs or 13 lakhs in terms of cash flow, and if 13 lakhs is your 2 years CTC, let's say you're earning 6.5 lakhs a year, so it is about 13 lakhs is 2 years CTC. Ask yourself, do you want to put 2 years CTC in a car of that size? Or are you happy buying a second-hand car for 2.5 lakhs? That will also do the work. Can you use a new car, buy a new car and use it for 11-12 years, and it can be a smaller car? See what will work for you, but translate everything in terms of time, not just in terms of money, right? So let's put it this way. You see a plate of samosa, it costs 80 rupees, that's fine, you can afford it, but translate that into how many hours of calorie burning will it take, and you find that, well, it will take about 3 hours of running on the treadmill. Are you willing to translate that? That is what is important. It is not that 80 rupees samosa, it is the 3-hour samosa. Do you want to spend 3 hours on the treadmill for that 10-minute pleasure of eating 2 samosas? That is the question that you have to ask yourself. So economists deal with this called, and it is called opportunity cost. We all know this term, we don't use it well. For example, I live, my clothes are taken right up to the end. I don't have a vehicle. The only vehicle I have is a cycle, and I'm perfectly fine, and it's not that I'm living like a monk. I do take my vacations, all these things happen, but what it also means is I can choose with whom to work, how much to work, right? So understand that that is where your choice lies. It is that, do I want to give 10 hours to this client? Do I want to give 50 hours to this client to be able to do this? That's the question to ask. And when you're younger, it is more important because you have more choices, more chances of wasting money. So you will do all those things. I'm not saying don't, but I'm saying translate it, translate it, translate it. And once you translate it, understand one thing: it is either things now or time later, right? So instead of retiring at 58, if you can retire at 52, that is huge. That is 6 years saved, and it could be from very, very small things like choice of where to have coffee and whether to have coffee outside or at home. Or when you meet somebody, do you have to meet them at a restaurant, or can you meet them at a garden and go for a walk, right? Ask all these questions. For every question that you have, see how you're helping your financial freedom. Only when you start asking these questions. I'm not saying whether you should have coffee, where you should have coffee. That's your call. I'm perfectly happy if you have it in Starbucks. I'm a shareholder of Tata Coffee and Tata Global, right? So to me, I'm very happy if you go and spend money in, say, Indian hotels, or you fly Indigo. I'm perfectly all right with all that, because it is going to put money into my bank account. But don't waste money, and because afterwards you will realize that you were not wasting money, you were wasting time. And 100 rupees invested the day you were born, and see how much it would have become at the age of 60, right? Your parents didn't do it, but you can do it. And maybe if you're 32 and you have a 5-year-old kid or a 4-year-old kid, maybe it's time that you started investing for the kid, right? Creating 1,000 crores for the kid is not impossible, right? So think of all that. Think of money and time being fungible. So when you're spending money, you're just borrowing your own time. You're saying, okay, I think this house is important, that 4th bedroom is important, the AC in the 4th bedroom is important, front room also should have an AC, so therefore you have a 17,000 rupee monthly electricity bill. Think of all these combinations. Everything is taking away not just your money but your time. Do you want to slog out for extra 2 years just for all those electricity bills, which perhaps should not have been so high anyway, right? I'm not getting into whether 17,000 rupees is high for an electricity bill. I know people who spend that much. I know people who spend 1/10 of that amount. That's perfectly all right. I'm not being judgmental, but I have to still give some numbers. Therefore, these numbers, you find for your circumstances what is nice, what is good to have, what is must have, and what you need not have because you want an early retirement, or rather you want an early financial independence, right? Maybe you don't want to retire, but you want financial independence, because financial independence gives you the choice of with whom to work, how much to work, what to do, right? All those choices. So find out what suits you. Translate every rupee into time. Like if you're earning, say, 5,000 rupees a day, or let's say you're earning 7,000 rupees a day, 30,000 rupees a month. I'm not dividing into Saturday, Sundays, everything, just 30 days a month, 1,000 rupees a day. So for every 1,000 rupees that you spend, extra 1 day is what you will have to work. So if you're spending 1,000, that is the answer. If you're spending 1 lakh, then it is just 100 days of work. Translate that. Then take a decision on whether you want to spend right from every rupee. After some time, it will become a habit. Then you will decide to use a laptop for 6 years, a car for 11 years, a shirt for 10 years. All those things will happen. But inside your mind, you should have that quick switch between time and money, and understand that every rupee that you spend or do not spend is translated into time that you have or you need not work, right? So that is important. Thank you.